It's not the one I
Oh,
want.
I forgot to hit the go live button. I thought that automatically did that. Well, another note to self. Hit the go live button before you start.
So that people can see you. Here we go. Ta-da!
Yeah. I think Aunt Mindy wanted to watch, but the last message she sent me also seemed like she was not about to watch, or at least did not know the stream was about to start. Because
Okay.
I sent her a link to set her up with Discord because she said she doesn't know what that is. And she
Okay.
said, "Thank you. Hope you are enjoying your experience. We talk about how amazed we are all the time," which sounds like the kind of thing that you say when you aren't about to see someone in 5 minutes, because she did just send that message a couple minutes ago. So.
Okay. And or that she doesn't know or isn't certain if she's going to be able to figure out how to get there. So
I don't know. Text her, see if she can come on.
maybe somebody, I think it was Matt, just texted. I responded to his Instagram question for economic class or whatever about the price of AP tests.
Yeah, that's a case of, do you want the I have to deal with the fact that I take AP tests answer, or do you want the sweeping philosophical answer?
Yeah.
Because
What is that?
if I wanted a fancy piece of paper that I could glue shut, I could do that at home. But and it wouldn't cost me $95.
True. But you got college credit for some of your APs, and $95 is a whole lot less than what it would have taken you to take that class in college.
Well, yeah, that's another issue, isn't it?
So that was Matt's response was, that's a good point.
We judge that every kind of wound is benefited by milk whey.
Hmm. I think I am. Yes, I am at the live point, I think. Yes, good.
Wonder if I should spell that hemorrhage with an AE, just because it would be fun to do the AE ligature.
We go. I just hopped back there. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure I hadn't lost. I wasn't getting a green circle that said that I was. So yeah, I had texted Aunt Mindy. She says, "Oh, going there now. He just showed me how to sign up. So we'll see if she gets there and figures it out."
It would be fun to see her on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say anything
I'm
like,
having.
you can only come on the stream if you're going to contribute medieval fabric discussion.
Yeah, wow. Boy, did Derek know what he's doing.
Yes, Derek, that very
That's
medieval
pretty
name that
amazing.
my friend has. Dietrich. Derek. Raven is the etymology of the name Derek.
Mindy, an invite?
Invite should be below the video, shouldn't it be?
I'm on big screen. Let me bring the screen down. Whoops, that's not what I want actually either.
Yep, invite is in the description of the video.
Yes, she's actually on Discord, I think, but it's asking her, have invite already? Yes, Derek knows a lot about fabrics. Dietrich, sorry, I keep saying Derek. I'm sorry, Dietrich.
Maybe you're confusing him with Darian?
Maybe I'm getting the two names, but I would just have to look back through.
Yeah.
It's Dietrich, right?
Yeah. Darian would be fun to have on the stream though. Darian or Ursula or any of them. Take for hoarseness. Take the Water Avens and St. John's Wort.
But you know where I'm getting Derek too? Right underneath the Discord link. It's Medieval Loot by Derek and Brandon Fletcher. So I think I'm reading. It would be especially nice to sit and enjoy my green lotus tea while you wrote.
Oh, did it arrive?
Just today.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I waited till this evening to make my first green lotus tea. It's beautiful. Along with all the little paper pagoda guy and stuff from the Constellation of Literature place and the beautiful rolled paper card. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you get the bill that I folded up too?
Yes, thank you. In the shape of a heart. I haven't undone it yet because I'm enjoying the shape of the heart so much. But in a little bit, I'll undo it and look at the bill more. But yes, I'm enjoying the shape you folded it into. That was beautiful. Toothache, several reminders.
Alright, we're gonna hope that that's enough for today.
Yeah. Yeah, of the practice stuff so that you keep it straight.
Yeah, the first draft.
Yeah.
And let's roll this back to where... So we're in the middle of the carbuncle. Should I make that a little bigger? 6th.
Oh, there we go.
For this gathering. Alright, so let's see, if I put this here and write with it, and that's a comfortable spot, I can basically expand this out to like half the screen. So you can see that pretty well. I have to turn on my AC. It's crazy out here.
Yeah, you don't want to get sweaty.
No, not at all. So did you watch any of my YouTube recommendations yet?
No, I didn't get a chance to today because I had to do some stuff for Epic from work. So I spent about 5-6 hours on that today.
Oh.
And then I was really done with like looking at the screen because I wanted to save more screen time for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I went outside and got some fresh air.
That's fair.
Yeah. But they are all listed right there.
Mm-hmm. Note to self, turn off that extra 8 o'clock alarm that you have so that you don't have to change your... so you don't have to exit your video and your camera when you're... You won't see this on the stream for a couple seconds, but I just had to go change my... turn off my alarm, and it messed up the camera for a second.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But another one I realized is Great Big Story, which does a lot of really short food documentaries, like 5 to 10 minutes.
Huh.
And so I watched some of those last night. There was one on Kasumatsu, which is a type of Italian cheese which is deliberately infected with maggots.
Ew. Okay.
And they do not shy away from the fact that the hallmark of Kasumatsu is the fact that it is cheese that has been excreted by a maggot.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of gross. I think I would have trouble. I would be okay if somebody told me it was cheese, but I couldn't do it if they told me how that particular cheese was made.
It is illegal to sell in the European Union. It's not illegal to make, but it's illegal to sell.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet it's not controlled enough from a temperature and bacterial standpoint.
Yeah, probably not.
That's interesting. So you can make it in your home and you can eat it yourself. You just can't sell it to somebody else. Or you can give it to somebody. Yeah. You just can't sell it to them. Okay.
Yeah, apparently the sheep farmers in the area just make it for themselves still. And it's considered a delicacy for special occasions. I think the funny thing is, like, it almost seems to me that, like, every culture except for, like, the English-speaking ones seem to have invented their own fermented, rotted, etc. kind of food. And we're just kind of the odd ones out being surprised that fish sauce and kasumatsu and all of these things exist. Because the Romans and Southeast Asia independently developed fish sauce, right? And you have miso in Japan, which is fermented soybean.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no, I guess the Anglosphere didn't really get out of it. It's just that we have fewer. If you think about the process of making beer, especially before modern conveniences, you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, because I was thinking that's a fermented thing, but I couldn't tell you who first did it. I'm imagining it must have been European, and we brought it with us, but...
well, first it was Mesopotamian. Like, we have beer recipes we have hymns to beer brewing gods, or gods related to beer brewing, from the ancient Mesopotamians. This is like before the Bible was written, like any of the Bible.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
you also have, I think it was the Incas who produced chicha, which is corn beer.
Huh.
But
people really like their fermented beverages, even way back when.
people like not having cholera, maybe.
Safe drinking liquids, I gotcha. They do have to stay fermented. So now, have you ahead of time made sure that you've got the right page here, or did you just do that?
No, say that again.
I see a page displayed that you'll start writing on.
So this is...
And I guess...
So basically...
you just know that...
it comes out of the box. Let me show you. One sec. And it comes out of the box like this. Or really, it comes out of the box like this. Because I'm trying to store the book face down.
Okay.
I guess for, I don't know, calendrical purposes or something. I feel like it should be like a whole book when it's being stored, which sounds more extremely superstitious the more I say it. But see, it's got page numbers. So you'll see that little 16 in a second. There's a 16 on the corner of the page. And so, but then I go to the front and I open it up to where I last wrote from, which is page 5. And then I turn the page, and so we're on the same folio for this one. So page 6 is technically folio 3, verso, the backside. And so we're working from folio 3 verso, and since everything is numbered and since I keep everything stored as in a book shape, it is not a problem for me to just go back and find where I was.
Okay. So, alright, so you'll know which, and then you can take apart the other pieces, I see. You just know not to go to that next, to immediately go to the counterpart page.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
know not to go to the other half of the bifolio.
Okay, yeah.
Or, I wouldn't say that I know it, I just have a terror of it. Like, I thought it was funny when you said yesterday, that you'd never seen me leave that much blank space on a page, which, A, was a really good thing for you to say because I got to show the process on the stream. But B,
yeah.
My brain is also constantly saying that same thing whenever I'm working on a line beneath, because because I keep thinking that I need to go back up and fill that, or I've made a mistake, when in fact I haven't.
Okay.
Because yeah, I have developed a medieval hatred of blank space, because to me it represents I've made a mistake on the manuscript. And yeah, this isn't rocket science, this is like rocket clean room. It's just like all of the things that have to be done very precisely in order to get the final product the way I want it.
The way you want it, yeah. And I would always be in fear of that I was in the wrong place.
Yeah, constantly. Which is one of my fears with talking on stream, because I did notice I made a few extra scribal errors yesterday and today doing the rough draft. Usually I am all of one mind about that.
Yeah, you don't have to try and be speaking one thing and writing another thing. That's a complication for your brain.
Mm-hmm. They do happen at such different speeds. Like, I can totally listen and write at the same time. That's easy.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Because,
yeah, but speaking and writing, I'm sure, would
yeah.
complicate things.
Yeah, it's almost like... It's almost like not writing. It's more like thinking about the stroke order of a word. Which sound like two ways to describe the same thing, but to me they exist as two different processes.
Well, yeah, because what you're doing is a bit more creative than just writing in English hand that you're used to. You have to be...
Or we
more
could
involved.
say modern cursive. When I think English hand, I think medieval scripts used and developed in English, or in England. People who study scripts get very precise about all of this. There is no... An English hand is a form of the Latin alphabet developed in England. Because if you say English hand, that could refer to anything, really. Like, this could be an English hand because it's being used to write English.
True.
So, you have to say Roman alphabet or Latin alphabet. Or you have to say Gothic. Or, particular scripts get Latin names almost as specific as, like species names in biology.
Okay.
So, alongside your Yersinia pestis, you've got your Gothica quadrata.
Okay. Which I would most likely forever be saying the wrong thing then and stuff. So, but I have to just stick to Roman.
I hope you wouldn't mix up the Black Death bacteria with the...
Well, no. I would mix up. I wouldn't know what different hands they are and stuff, what writing styles. So.
Well, I guess the thing is, like, it's designed so that you don't mix them up. They're supposed to be precise terms. You know?
Yes, but I'm not educated enough on them to do it precisely. That's, I guess, the problem.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how we all start out.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have this mentality of like, oh, I could never do that, when it is in fact like, no, you're just looking at it from not having practiced it.
Yes, I write using the Roman alphabet, correct?
Mm-hmm. You write using a particular form of the Roman alphabet that is descended from the Carolingian script of the approximately 10th, 11th century.
Okay. Is that the same if I'm typing?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I guess it depends on what font you're typing in, because you could be typing in a Gothic font, but if you're typing in a new Roman font, that's based on Carolingian.
Okay. Arial, New Roman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or most of the modern fonts, I think, are based on Carolingian. I have seen some awful medieval font choices. I have seen ones that kind of look like they're trying to go for insular minuscule, but the D's are Gothic, and it's weird. And of course, you could probably put that down to like the fact that those scripts probably actually mingled in period. But I don't know exactly. Alright, so another cure for carbuncle. Let's go. What's that Mindy doing?
Looks like somebody had come on and off and on and off. I think she's trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think what more so needs to happen is I need to get her set up better with Discord, and then she'll be better. I think they probably hopped on to the calligraphy, to the YouTube on and off, but haven't been able to get the Discord thing going quite yet. So I'm gonna just text her and saying that I'll get her set up on Discord another time. But
she's got 2 twins right there.
I know they should be able to, but
we do not need to be running her tech support.
she just needs a invitation to join.
Well then copy and paste the one from under the video and send it to her. Because that's a permanent link, so I don't have to recreate it every time.
Will she be able to get into my server for Vietnam?
Nope. She'll be able to get into the server for which she has an invite link.
Okay.
Because we are not in Vietnam server.
Correct. But that's actually how I went to yours. I went to my regular Discord page and it's added in, so.
Well, yeah, Discord will put all of your servers in the same place, in the same app.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, because like if you were on Facebook, all of your Facebook groups would be on Facebook, and so if you're on Discord, all of your Discord servers are on Discord.
So she says she's watching, but if she clicks over, she loses volume, so she doesn't.
Well,
she needs to.
If she is on stream, or if she's on Discord, then she won't need stream audio. Right?
Correct. I don't think she knows to go to the voice channel. Maybe.
Yeah.
Remember, I was having trouble with the audio when I was trying to do Discord on my computer, but YouTube on.
Let me just look at the Discord server. Alright, well, she has not joined the Discord server yet, at least.
Oh, okay. Not even at all, huh?
Not even at all.
Okay. She says the boys aren't there at the house to help her right now.
Well, being wild teenagers, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing on whatever today is. 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night.
What do teenagers do on a Tuesday night?
Oh, they do work at an ice cream stand.
Ah.
I knew that was going to be opening soon, so.
You're in Michigan. You should go visit
I
my
know.
friends.
Oh, I was going to say I'm thinking about ice cream stand,
no.
but
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
Those open. Okay.
We're solidly in the mid-realm. I know what they're doing on a Tuesday night.
Oh, that's what she just said. Haha, ice cream shop till work ends. Probably listen to YouTube, right?
But she wouldn't be able to talk. Or at least she'd have to talk on a delay. So like I said to Dietrich,
Okay.
it's just a matter of who wants to be the Mars rover and who wants to be mission control because the 30-second light speed delay.
So she could hear us?
She could hear us, yeah.
Okay.
Hearing us should be just as easy as watching any other YouTube video. As long as she doesn't mess with anything.
She just can't do something other than type. Okay.
Yeah, she could type. And you could keep me up to date on what she says.
Yeah, which is why I think she heard us, because she writes that haha ice cream shop till work ends. I think she heard us talking about what are the boys doing on a Tuesday night. She's texting again, so I think she's trying to communicate.
Oh yeah, well then she's on stream. If you didn't tell her then she's receiving information from the stream.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Got back into bad Gothic habits with that D. What was I just saying about fonts that mix those two up? Rancid lard. Love that.
So Mindy does say, okay, signing off. I so can't wait till I can learn the technology. Tell Brent I love him and we'll be on the next time. Love seeing and hearing with an exclamation mark. So want to contribute and stuff. So she will regroup when she's got some other technical help.
Cool. I love tall E.
And what are you writing there? Applying? I don't want to screw up your words, but
I'm writing there too. I remember
there too. Okay.
Yep. There too. I love tall E. It saves so much space. Yeah. I think you were there for the part where Dietrich started commenting on how much space it saves to have all these abbreviations and turning backs and everything, and that's what got us onto Fabric, because I think that's what got us onto Fabric.
Yeah, it may have been because I
Yeah.
was making a comment about the space, and then you were talking about how to do it, and then yeah, we were talking about a couple of the whatever word it was that you definitely liked to abbreviate.
Oh yeah,
And then yeah,
together.
that got into like fabric conservation and
I had to write the word together like 3 times on the first page. And so I realized, you know
oh,
what?
okay.
I don't even care if it's period. I'm abbreviating this word.
But yeah, and then that got into, and I think you asked something about did they mind that they had like kind of patchwork stuff because of conservation of cloth, or was it pretty much a standard thing? And I think the
Oh yeah.
concept was it was pretty much
Well,
expected standard.
I don't think he called it patchwork. I think like construction seams like aren't really
Yeah.
patches, but yeah, I was curious
Yeah, that's probably the terminology.
whether did they just
Yeah.
not mind that? Like I kind of wonder what scribes thought when they came across like a defect in the fabric. Like, because if a fly bites your cow, then you're gonna have a defect in the parchment where the scar tissue broke through during the stretching.
Yeah, true. And any sort of like puncture wound, or if they gotten into a fight with another animal or something, may have caused, even scars and
Yeah.
stuff. Be interesting.
Although, you know what? I guess the answer to that does come through because they don't use that parchment for high quality manuscripts.
Oh,
Like
they
you see
use.
far more defects in lower quality manuscripts than you do in higher. So, a book like this that I'm doing now probably has plenty of parchment defects. Somebody probably had to write around a whole bunch of holes in the fabric, or holes in the parchment, I should say. But if you were doing like a book of Psalms that was going to be used in a monastery, or a
something that
gospel
was going
book
to be
that you were going
presented
to
to
use in
the
church, you wouldn't use the parchment with the holes in it for that.
right, or something that was going to get presented to the king or something.
So yeah, I guess they did kind of have standards in that regard. One really disappointing thing about Kingkiller Chronicle is that they have printing presses.
I was just realizing this thing has applying there too in very close order. Okay. Because all of a sudden I thought, oh no, wait a minute, is the word wrong? And then I thought, oh wait a minute, no, he's down further the page.
Yep.
Okay.
Bruising it well with rancid lard and applying it there too.
There you go. So I always thought you were a little further up, and I'm like, oh my god, no, it was the wrong section. But yeah, and then another is to. Oh, so yeah, there are, like it says up there, several plans of treatment. Another is to do this.
But yeah, look at there too and see how it's abbreviated with those 2 tall E's.
Yeah, those are. I wouldn't have even gotten there too.
Yeah, I thought those
I
were
can catch
F's
another.
when I looked at it originally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe S's. But nope, S is even weirder.
Seeing the roots.
The roots of the purple dead nettle.
Yeah.
There's a special suspension stroke just for you are. The letters, not the words.
Yes.
which is way more useful in Latin than English.
Why? Because it's used more often in Latin?
Yep,
Or?
because it is the third person passive ending.
Hmm.
So anytime he, she, or it was verbed, or is verbed, I should say, you get a UR on the end.
Okay.
One of my favorite things about this is that abbreviations that were designed for Latin get translated into Irish and then get used for their Irish phonetic value. So look at the word lard. It has that thing that has a Q with a crossbar on it. That's a Turonian note that originally means quod, or what, but in Irish it represents the sequence AR, or R, like sound R, because I guess that's what the pronoun was in medieval Irish.
Okay.
But yeah, the notes are really cool, and I've said this before, are my favorite part of this whole thing.
Yeah. So that symbol above the first P, that's the UR.
Yep. And when it comes up, look at the word metal. You'll see the ancestor of an ampersand just about coming through. That ET. So remember that et in Latin is and. So that ET.
Oh, so yep. Should look like an ampersand almost. Gotcha.
That's where it comes from. One of these days I'm going to snap and start abbreviating the.
It's ironic that some of that seems to be repeating on the page like that.
Yeah, of the, etc.
Yeah, right above it, and then the roots is also right above and below itself.
The thing is that English language manuscripts did have an abbreviation for that, but it involves a letter that doesn't exist in the Irish version of the alphabet. I did steal win from the English alphabet. That's the thing that looks like a P that is actually representing a W, because I cannot stand doing W's in this script. And so, since neither W or win appear in this script, I decided that just for my own aesthetic sense, I was going to use Win instead, but I couldn't really bring myself to use Thorn when there are Irish abbreviations for TH, and Thorn doesn't appear in this alphabet. Thorn is the Old English letter for TH or th.
Oh, okay. And you said something about W though?
Yeah, I hate doing W in this script.
Hmm.
Port and the Speedwell. Now, if you look now, you can see the Turonian et, which is the medieval ampersand, or and sign.
So I can see the mugwort. Still, the word the looks very nice. It's a pretty word.
Thank you. My conlanger brain only really pings on highly abbreviated words. In fact, as I was working on this, as I was working on learning the abbreviations, I had to remind myself that medieval people did not have conlanger brains. And that is no more evident to me than in the fact that they have all of these abbreviations and they don't use them in every single place possible. Because you know that if I was a medieval scribe, well, if I was a medieval scribe, I wouldn't have my current brain. But the urge to try and create patterns out of linguistic data in my brain is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
But medieval people were not thinking along the lines of, oh, I will use this abbreviation for a coda consonantal M. They were just thinking it's an M. They didn't have that kind of linguistic mindset, as far as I know.
Well, what's her name? Who was the woman who did the first conlanging?
Well, yeah, that's just more evidence of the same thing, because I'm
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
St. Hildegard, but I was conlanging like that when I was doing Pangean in elementary school. That is elementary to middle school level conlanging.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if she had taken it up a notch or not, but okay,
No,
she did some basic.
she had,
Okay.
it's a list of words and an alphabet that is exactly the same as the Latin alphabet that she knew.
Hmm.
So, at least for Western Europe, any sort of conlanging other than I made a list of words in an alphabet is highly speculative.
Okay.
But since her work is preserved, it makes a real nice format to see how a conlanging document would have been put together in period. And if this book is too short, I might start copying its Arnasos dictionary into the back.
Yeah, you'll have all sorts of options if you have some extra.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it your own little personal
Mm-hmm.
document in the back.
Well, I do kind of want to stick to what are things that a 14th century doctor would want to have in a girdle book, you know?
Yeah.
Because to be fair, Hildegard's conlang is preserved in the Reason Codex, which in German literally just means giant codex, or giant book. And so, kind of the opposite of a girdle book in that you would not be able to carry around at all. But I did bring cause et cure with me to Vietnam, which is Hildegard's medical writing. And so...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I bought that for myself with, I think, birthday Amazon money a while ago. And so
Yeah.
I'll take interesting sections out of that and put it in the back here if I have space.
Okay. So that W looks more like a P, huh? Because it's in the speed well and it's in the boiling well.
Mm-hmm. It's a win, technically.
Okay. A win. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I also appreciate the insular G. It was in Goat's Way.
That's interesting for way.
Yeah, I saw somewhere that in period they may have switched the H and the W around compared to modern English. And it just looks nicer to me for some reason. I should actually research that at some point and not just take it on the assumption I made of one blog that I saw in NeoCities. Adding butter.
nice thereof.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure digraph H was represented by a dot over top of the previous letter. So if you look at night, drinking it day and night, you'll see that I just did that. I need to go check if that was done around my period, but I kind of panicked and I put it in because it was the end of the line and I didn't want it to stick over too
much. Yeah, day and night. So, but there's a little dot above day, right? Above the Y in day.
Yep, that's just there for whatever reason. Y is another letter that doesn't really show up in Irish or Latin all that much. So I had to go refer to another insular alphabet for that. You can tell you're getting to the middle of the page because the ink viscosity starts getting a little iffy.
And that's just because you've had the ink out for so long, or?
Yeah, I think so. And because I've been using it, and I'm coming up against the bottom.
Oh, okay.
The pen.
Oh, so you have to like clean your nib and that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
I was curious to watch to see what the word circumstance ends up looking like.
What is that? I have an abbreviation for M. I have an abbreviation C, I, R. An abbreviation for IR? No, I don't. CIR. Maybe I could introduce a little scribal error and write circumstance, because I have an abbreviation for CON, but not CUM.
I'm sure that would still work. That would go.
But yeah, if the pen is gonna get clogged up, it's time to take a walk around my room, because break time.
Yeah. So that it can rest and stuff. What do? Let your pen clean a little bit and then start fresh?
No, I just relax myself.
Okay.
Right around line 10, 11, 12.
The page.
Oh, did I show you what I did with my little flower? I put coffee grounds and tea in the bottom, so that it looks like it's been planted.
Oh no, I didn't see that. The flower that you keep in the little jar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the putting some coffee grounds in it makes it a little bit more stable. So the flower isn't just like tipping over on the little curl of stem that I shoved in the bottom. And
Okay.
it also makes it kind of look a little bit more organic.
Yeah, it does.
if you subscribe to the channel, right, you get notifications of when the next stream is. If I schedule them.
Okay.
If I schedule a stream and
I guess so.
well, this is a thing that happens. So, or at least I think that's how it works. I think if you subscribe, you get notified when I schedule a stream. That is,
Okay.
like, there's a difference between I just start streaming and you wouldn't get notified of that, I don't think. And I schedule a stream, which I think is good for me and good for you because it reminds me that I cannot just roll out of bed at 7:65 and start streaming. And but if I say that you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, then I sound like a YouTuber, which is like maybe I have too much of a horror of self-promotion. But you know what? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you will.
Yeah.
Are you subscribed?
I am subscribed,
okay.
and I don't think I get notifications that there's a new. Only if I log into YouTube, then I get notifications that.
Yeah. Well, you still gotta set up
happened.
Notifications on your end, I guess.
On my end, yeah.
But
I don't know if
But at least one step to getting notified when I schedule a stream is subscribing to YouTube.
Yes, and what helps is I get notified from Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's because I post to my story. But then you have to go check my story. Then you have to go check my story as well.
Yes.
And not everybody I know has Instagram. Not everybody I know has any social media. Or rather, I should say there is no one social media for which all of my contacts make use. If that makes sense.
Something consistent, yeah.
Yeah. And
I just made sure that my notifications are on for the other stuff too.
Alright, cool.
And we'll see what happens there. Let's make sure, Instagram is on. Okay. We'll see what happens. Figure it out. I can't seem to get the voice to work on Discord when I try and when I'm on the computer with YouTube. I've got obviously the video on so I can watch, but I can't seem to get audio to work. But I can certainly get audio to work off my phone, off the app, and then watch via the computer.
Yeah, I think sometimes certain sites and apps don't like to have both of their audio playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
although I still have it muted, but...
Sometimes when I log into Pinterest, it will stop the audio from other apps. Which is weird.
Huh. So it probably wants to do its own audio.
I know that there are some SCA people who say that Pinterest is a device for separating images from their sources. And so I hope I haven't made anyone cringe too badly if they're watching the replay and they're someone who has had one too many Google image searches redirect to Pinterest.
Oh. Separates them from there. I don't understand what you're saying, but that's okay.
Well, like, if you're looking for paintings or effigies or anything else medieval, like any of the things that we use for reference, a lot of the times you will find an image pinned, and you go on like a Google search for them, and you find a really good image. You may find that it was posted to Pinterest by someone who did not cite where that painting is from. And
Oh.
so now you have this frustrating thing of, hey, this is a really nice image, but I cannot tell where it's from. Like, is this from my period? Is this from my area? Is this actually a medieval painting and not somebody else's SCA art?
Oh, because they just don't got it linked.
Yeah, and Pinterest doesn't always
annotate it. Yeah.
have sources cited. I try to be, at least on the NeoCities site, I try to be pretty scrupulous about citing all of my sources, both because this is my first project and no one should rely on me as a source for anything. And so, like, I don't know, I hate receiving badly sourced information because it's like, I feel like you have provided me information, but have you really? Because until you cite your sources, you're just some guy, like, telling me something.
Right.
You know?
And you've kind of grown up with the local SCA group that's very big into the accuracy of that. And
yeah, that's true. And the thing is, like, I try and even take them with a grain of salt, you know? Like, I know that, like, I can probably rely on Sarai for clothing and stuff, you know? But
yeah,
but if
because
somebody's
you've gotten
talking
used to
outside
the
of their
people that you
research
can
area,
trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am not a Laurel. I am nowhere near a Laurel. I am a
You're pretty good.
I am a student whose expired contract was written in Gothica Quadrata, which is one of the more embarrassing choices I've made. I shouldn't say it's one of the more embarrassing choices I made. I put a lot of effort into that, and I was proud of it at the time. And I only learned later that there is such a huge diversity of Gothic scripts that to choose any one of them is a very clear statement of what the document is to be used for. It's just that I wrote a contract in a script that is designed for writing Bibles.
Oh, well, you used a script that seemed appropriate for what you were doing and looked very nice on the page and stuff.
Oh, the thing is, when I wrote the contract, right, I didn't even know about how many different medieval scripts there were. I was back in the stage of, I have this one book and it says that this is Gothic from the 14th century, and so I guess I'll write in Gothic from the 14th century. And I had not yet even begun to research all of the different forms of the script.
Gotcha. All right. So you had a general statement, but now you really know what.
Yeah. And the thing is,
the specific period and region and.
Yeah. The thing is, with calligraphy books, they're obviously calligraphy books, and I know that doesn't really make sense on its own. What I mean is that I don't know if you would call everything in the Middle Ages calligraphy. What I'm saying is, in the modern day, we think of calligraphy as like its own art. Like, calligraphy is literally Greek for beautiful writing. I don't think that every medieval scribe sat down to do calligraphy. I think many of them sat down to produce books or write contracts. And
wrote in the manuscript of the time.
Yeah. And so, if you look up a modern calligraphy book, it is going to give you those scripts that are the most calligraphic, literally the most beautifully written. And so you get Gothic Quadrata, which is designed for really high-end prayer books and such. Or you get like Irish semi-unseal, which is designed for which was designed for writing Bibles and prayer books in a time when those were basically the only books being produced. And so So some calligraphy books, at least that I've encountered, are more kind of like the highlight reel of these are the coolest scripts than the day to day. And so I think they're a good
Okay,
start.
it's a good description of the highlight reel.
Yeah, so they're a good starting point of like, here's what really beautiful writing looks like per century. And they're a good place to start practicing, you know? Like if you can do a Gothic quadrata to a really high level of precision, then you can probably pull off a book hand without too much trouble. And
Oh, okay.
so I think it's good to practice calligraphy before producing books, because you need practice with it before you actually start. There was it was nerve-wracking to do my first scrolls for the SCA award scrolls, because like I wasn't sure whether my script was as of yet up to standard, but other people thought that it was. And
Yeah, and I mean, maybe I'm not certain if they really had the education to know, so to speak, but they certainly felt it looked appropriate and nice, and it was an attempt at making it look much more period than just Roman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. And the thing is, it'll depend on the scroll. Like, no one was giving me highly specific scroll assignments, you know? I was doing awards for like baronial awards, like this person has been awarded such and such because they did a good job doing the cooking for this event, or they're really good at music, something like that.
Right. They weren't saying, please do Irish 14th century something, you know.
Yeah. It's not like I was doing Sarai's Laurel Scroll, which is highly specific to 14th century Italy. Or
Okay.
one of my friends has one that is the script is designed to look aesthetically like medieval Cyrillic, but it's still the Latin alphabet. So it's supposed to look like it came from Russia, but is not in fact Russian language, Russian alphabet.
Okay. So that somebody could read it, I guess, who doesn't speak Russian.
Yeah, somebody got a cut paper runestone, which was really cool. Because the Vikings barely wrote any. I say the Vikings. The medieval Scandinavians, for everyone who's going to be a pedant about this, including me. There's a difference between a Viking and a medieval Scandinavian, right? There's a Viking who is a person who goes raiding and terrorizes monks on the north coast of England and Ireland. And then there is a medieval Scandinavian who is a person from medieval Sweden, Denmark, Iceland. And so one of those is a profession, and one of those is a nationality.
Okay, I was going to say a regional citizen. Okay.
Not even a citizen. Like if you read the sagas of the Icelanders, it's like basically the Wild West out there. People are constantly burning down each other's houses and swearing vengeance.
Wow, they were all trying to survive. It's like, that's not helping.
Medieval Iceland is, I think, what is it? I think Iceland is the second, it is the second to last human settlement in unsettled territory. So, somewhere around, I can't remember, 10th, 11th century, I think, the very first humans settled permanently in Iceland. And around the 14th century, the very first humans settled permanently in New Zealand. And those were the last.
Oh.
And those were the last two, like, major settlement events in human history. I guess you could be really pedantic and say that there are 1,000 people who live permanently in Antarctica, but then I guess, what did they say in The Martian? If you've grown crops in a place, you've officially colonized it.
Yeah, then you've colonized it or whatever.
So yeah, I wonder if that's the criteria for why McMurdo Station, Antarctica, is not actually a human settlement. But
because they just can't grow.
But yeah. But yeah, New Zealand is the last place humans colonized permanently. And that would be the Maori, not the Europeans who came later.
Huh. You think just because it's so harsh?
New Zealand? No. Have you seen New Zealand? That's where they filmed Lord of the Rings. That's just...
Oh.
New Zealand.
I'm picturing more like Iceland type thing. Okay.
No. New Zealand is on the other side of the planet from Iceland, basically.
Well, you know me in geography.
Yeah.
That's not so hot.
New Zealand is down around Australia.
Australia, okay.
Yeah. So...
all right. For some reason, I had Greenland in my head. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Okay.
So New Zealand is considered a part of Polynesia, which is Hawaii, Tahiti, Rapa Nui, that whole area.
Okay.
But you would think of it as down by Australia.
Okay.
It's on the other side of Australia from me. So.
Okay.
Vietnam is between us. No, Australia is between Vietnam and New Zealand.
It's between, yeah. Big ocean, Australia. More water, New Zealand.
Yeah. Did you read or listen to Sea Peoples? I forget.
I did. I got some of it. I got into part of it, but not all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think actually you played part of it for me.
Oh yeah, I would have.
Because you had it and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good book. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I've been listening to a podcast called Saga Thing, which is a podcast where whenever they release a podcast, I forget, every episode, they review one of the sagas of the Icelanders. And there are all these sagas about homesteaders and warrior poets and stuff. And,
neat.
It's pretty interesting because they go a lot into the history and the culture. Sometimes when they feel they need to, they will spend an entire episode just on a piece of culture that will explain the upcoming episodes.
Okay.
So they did an entire episode on Holmgang, which is medieval Icelandic dueling.
Oh. That sounds complicated. Like it's got rules.
The thing is, the word Holmgang literally means going to an island.
Oh.
Which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think that it always took place on an island, but how did I get 10 playbacks on this? Have you just been playing back over and over?
10 playbacks.
I'm just looking at the analytics page on the stream, and it says 10 playbacks.
Oh, I don't know. Mine has like when you weren't actively, you must have, you didn't really pause it, but it was like recycling or whatever, refreshing the page off and on.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's still refreshing for me too.
Yeah, that may be part of it. We'll see. Alrighty, I'm going to come back and finish watching you finish your page here.
Okay.
Because I like watching you write the words and looking up above there and seeing how they're going to look and turn out, because you do such a nice job. And I think I'm starting to learn some of the
Mm-hmm.
letters and stuff. But it is after 10 here, and I got to get to bed
Okay. Good night. Love you.
and stuff. I love you tons. Thank you so much for allowing me to participate and be here when you're doing this.
You're welcome.
It's cool, and I'm proud of myself for learning some of the technology here, but I'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a
Yeah.
super morning, and I will come back and finish looking.
I will. You too. Love you.
Alrighty. Love you too.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right. In that case, Discord is going to stay on. I'm going to stay in the chat, but I'm going to turn my lute music all the way up for my listening.